Hi guys, on to episode 4 now, and for the past 2 weeks, we've been playing Shadowland. This game was released by Namco in 1987, and it was new to most people, even Pingy who chose it. He owns the PCB, but only played it maybe once or twice before, and so everyone had to learn the game. The unfortunate thing for this one is it doesn't have a score, so we had to work out some sort of solution, which was playing for money. The unfortunate thing is you can spend the money in the shops, so that was pretty much off the cards. As a result, most people ended up grinding on level 1. If you hang around, more enemies spawn, and they often drop a 500 coin back. So not an ideal situation, but a challenge nonetheless. This style of game isn't really my sort of thing, but I didn't dislike it. It's okay to play in a challenge, but it's not one I think I'll be returning to. You have 2 buttons, jump and shoot, and the levels have multiple branches. You can take non-productive paths, and they usually yield more coins. So good for this challenge. The controls do take a bit of getting used to, and that's where I think most people were getting frustrated. Even so, we had a few people do reasonably well, so let's take a look at the scores. I've had 18 scores submitted, with a good chunk of people returning from last time. Getting around 25,000 or so is doing reasonably well, and certainly getting on top of the mechanic. In 10th and 11th, we've got Ian and Weebob, both with around 28,000, doing reasonably well. Then Colin in 9th, 31,000. Gary Good Gaming in 8th with 34,000. I'm just ahead with 36,000. And then Mark, another 6th place with 38,000. And then Blue Yak is in 5th with 42,000. We've then got a bit of a jump. Our top 4 all did pretty well, all getting over 50,000. Tiny Lou has taken 4th with 52,000. Graham is back with 55,000. And then just ahead is Pingy, who might have hoped to have won this one, with 55,600, but taking possibly his first win is Milthy, with 59,600. Great job there, and finishing 4,000 points ahead of everyone. With that, let's see the updated league table. So we've got a little bit of movement in the lower places. Sort Your Pasta, Lucas, and Weebob moving up a few. And then into the top 10, we've got Tarnilu up 2 into 9th. Mark has taken 3 6th places, and he's up into 6th. Blue Yak is up a couple into 4th. Milthy though is our big mover after that win. He's up 12 places into 3rd. Into 2nd now is Graham after his return on Shadowland. And then our current leader, with 2 back-to-back great performances, is Pingy. He won Rodland, and now a 2nd place of Shadowland is putting him in leading position with 172 points. I'm guessing he won't be owning that many of the games coming up, so chances are he'll be dropping down. From Graham in 2nd, all the way down to Tiny Lou in 9th, is only 40 points, so it's definitely all still to play for. With that, let's see what our 4th game of the season will be. On to our 4th game of the season. So Shadowland is out, and Palamedes is in, after that win for Milthy. So let's set things going, and see what we get. Okay, is it going to stop? Yeah, so we've got Hopper Robo from Sort Your Pasta. Actually, I don't know what this game is. I'm going to go look it up, make a video, and be back in a sec. So our 4th game of the season is Hopper Robo, released by Sega in 1984. This game is a vertically oriented, single-screen platformer, no doubt taking some inspiration from Donkey Kong. You play as a robot, and you have one move. You can hop. There are various springs throughout the level, and you have to jump up, collecting the chests. Collect all the chests on the level, and then it's cleared, moving on to the next one. There are various enemies that move down the screen, some of which throw projectiles. Some of these enemies can be killed, and to do that, you need to land on top of them. A quick play, and the controls don't seem that easy. It took a little bit of getting used to, and I still didn't really feel like I was on top of it. So the key here is going to be controlling the character, and then I think you'll be able to do reasonably well. We'll be using the hoprobo.zip ROM, and default settings as usual. So I hope you'll enjoy playing a bit of Hopper Robo, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks with the scores. See you then.